the last couple months like for you? Just this playoff run, kind of your first. I mean, I know it's lucky you guys in the playoffs. Your first is like a major.
You said how was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was great. Despite how we ended, I don't think anybody liked that. But overall, it was great. Got a chance to gain a lot of confidence going into next season and kind of build off during the off season. And just showing that all the guys believe in the system that Billy laid out for us, and we all committed to it. And the growth for the team. The chemistry on and off the floor just grew tremendously throughout the whole season, and I just thought it was a great run. Just kind of ended a little early than expected.
How Billy used you, late in the Spurs series through the Warriors series. I mean, do you think was it unique to that series, or do you think you can really be utilized offensively like that?
I thought it was great on his part. The adjustment he made, just kind of playing me all around, 2 through 4, 5 at times, and I definitely feel like I could be utilized, in different areas like that next season. I just got to continue to grow as a player, work on my game, and take advantage of the off season. Just continue to grow as a player.
Especially as you mentioned, like playing that 5 where you're screening and rolling. What are some of the things that you do want to improve on that can make you even more of a threat in those situations?
Just getting better with reading the defense better first and foremost, as well as continue to gain confidence in my game, and obviously working on my shot. Every aspect of the game handles. There's a lot of areas I can improve to help this team out any way I can. So I'll do it.
What does that do for you when the Warriors scheme they scheme against you and they don't guard you, but Billy still finds ways to get you involved and make you a part of the team, and not just for you, but Ennis as well when he was schemed off the floor at times? I mean, what does that do for your confidence?
It didn't really do anything to my confidence. I just took advantage of what they gave me. You still got to go out there and be a basketball player. When they leave you wide open, you got to try to find the wide open areas. I think they kind of threw it in there more so, because Kevin Russell is such a big threat getting downhill that one guy can't stop him. So they, got to throw 2 guys on him, and it kind of junked it up in there. But Coach Donovan made a great key adjustment for me and Ennis to take advantage of it and help the team out any way we could. That's kind of where the game's heading in terms of the small ball, I think we did a great job of taking advantage of it.
Last year you said you could be the best defender in the league if you work toward it. I mean, how do you think you made progress toward becoming that defender?
I feel like I made a lot of progress. Like I said, continue to grow with my preparation, scouting the player, and this year I learned it's not just one person anymore; it's multiple guys that you got to scout and know what tendencies. So that'll be the next preparation. Especially guarding multiple positions and knowing everybody's game. So I'll definitely be doing better with that.
What do you think you showed in the way that you defended Kawhi Leonard and Klay Thompson this postseason?
What do you think I showed? They're obviously, two of the greatest, offensive players in this league. It shows a lot, It shows, it's a testament of, how hard I worked guarding those guys and, making it, hard for them to, score buckets. So it's just a testament, all the hard work I put in and going to continue to put in to become the best defender I can be for this team. Yeah, that's about it.
Andre, team confidence-wise, you guys had a stretch where the Clippers were chasing you late in the season. You got away from them, secured the 3rd spot in the Western Conference, and you got to the Western Conference Finals. You went through the Dallas series. You had to answer all the energy and questions about the Spurs. You got past them. What is that like to get to where you are right now, the 18 playoff games? No one expected you would get that far, and yet here you are, and you had a chance. And what did you learn from all of that? Where does that take you for next year, the all season?
I liked it personally. I always kind of grew up the underdog, and I kind of felt like we were the underdog this year. Not being talked about a lot. Especially coming off the season we had with injuries and stuff. So it's rightfully so. But we went in there. New coach, new system. It was hard in the beginning to to adjust to the changes from Scott's to Billy's system. But I think throughout the season we gained a lot of trust in it and started to see how it worked, and we just stuck together. On and off the court chemistry is a big part with any team, and I feel like we grew tremendously throughout the season. It kind of showed towards the end. Taking out Spurs, and then having the Warriors on their heels 3-1. So we're only gonna get better. We're gonna continue to grow. I think we all see what we need to do in order to become the best in this league, and definitely got a taste of it playing those two top tier teams.
Will you be nervous over the next 2 months following Kevin's free agency?
I wouldn't say nervous, because I have the utmost confidence that he'll make the right decision for himself. But we would love to have him back here. He's a great teammate, one of the best teammates I ever had. Just a great guy to have around. So but I know he was going to do whatever he can for his future. So it's up to him.
This might be a dumb question, but when teams leave you wide open, is it almost harder to shoot when you're wide open, like mentally? Like it's like I'm open.
Yeah, it is at times, depending on the game situation, because you kind of put so much pressure on that one shot instead of you kind of tense up and you don't shoot you don't shoot your normal shot. So at times you have to deal with that mental aspect. It's just, in my opinion, it is tougher than a contested shot. So it is what it is. I got to get better with that off season. I will continue to get better with that, and try to become the best shooter I can.
How do you kind of deal with that when it almost seems disrespectful the way some teams defend you? And obviously in these last couple series you've made a point to be effective offensively, but how do you kind of deal with that mentally? Is it kind of weigh on you that like teams aren't guarding me?
No, not at all. I just take it how it is, man. If they're not guarding me, I'm gonna shoot it, or find the right pocket to get into and put the ball in the hole, or find a teammate. So I feel like I did a great job of adjusting to what the Warriors threw out there, and what teams, like you said, threw out there at times, and just making them pay off of it. I feel like we did a great job of taking advantage of it, and kind of got out of it those last couple games. So yeah, just gotta make them pay.
Do you have any long-term goals defensively, like all defensive team, that type of thing?
Definitely to make all defensive team. Continue to make my mark in this league as a defender, top defender. And I'm just kind of continue to work hard, both ends of the floor, and become the best teammate I can.
Nick mentioned you becoming kind of a role man and playing that 5 spot a little bit. Is there a player that you feel like you could maybe like watch how he runs pick and roll that you might want to try to mimic and see how he catches and drives and kicks?
I would say great person. I learned from playing against was Draymond. He kind of does that in similar ways. Just taking advantage of the shooters he has. When everybody focuses on Clay and Curry, it's kind of like with my situation, everybody focuses on Russ and Kevin. And he taking advantage of that, finding a wide open guy, or pushing in transition, kind of takes the pressure off of them and helping out with their game. So I'll definitely be watching a lot more tape on him, and a lot of guys that kind of play that position.
Anybody else? Thanks, Trey.
All right, thank you.
Who else today?